Okay, so we're working on this Notos magazine, and I found out I ordered the wrong size heat inserts, and they're too loose. So I remixed this. I don't know if I did it right. I have no idea what they expect this to fit, or how it's going to fit, but they say that these are for this thing. I don't know. Anyway, we're going to try the middle size insert, and I'm just literally going to put them on the end of my soldering iron, I think. Let's see how this looks. Yeah, definitely. Oh, ain't going in there easy. Not like before. And of course now I dropped the damn thing on the floor. So bear with me. So I'm going to go like this just a little bit. Just to kind of try and give it a start. Okay. I may have to readjust my print. Otherwise, I'm going to end up having to do this multiple times. Ooh, it went right in. Very nice. Okay, that was much easier than I thought. So this is the first one that I've ever done in my entire life. Never done one before. So we can grab a couple of our pieces and see. I'm using some really wacky colors for the parts because, yeah, it looks like that one. There must be some kind of defect on there. I don't know if I have another one. Okay. So there's something wrong with that one. So I have a lot of this magenta TPU. And I thought, why not use this too? Just make it like really wacky looking. So we'll get our screw now. Now they've done this a couple of different ways on these. I can probably move my light. They've done them with a pin here, not a pin there. Some people put whatever in there. So I ordered these on Amazon too. And we'll be using probably, oh geez, I accidentally moved pieces underneath the divider. Okay. I don't know, it seems pretty small. I don't know. They got a few different sizes, but the main thing, you don't want to be too far down because you'll hit a little spring. So I think that should be good. Okay. It does seem like it's hitting something. I don't know if maybe there's plastic that got shoved down into that hole. We should probably take a look, right? I'm gonna grab my Yeah, so we're down into the insert. At the bottom of the insert, when you push it in, it did that. So I can't use this screw with this insert because it's too long. Now I can if I clear that out, but that means also that we're going to be down here near the bottom of that spring, so I don't want to do that. So I'm going to go ahead and select one of the other screws. So I believe it would be M3-4, which makes sense. So, because the nut is 4. I just thought maybe we'd go a little bigger because, you know, you got a little bit of 2 millimeters probably, or 1 millimeter on this at least. Let me fix the camera here. Okay. We got our wheel here. There's a spring that goes down in there. Man. It's kind of hard to film this because the camera is in my way. And I'm holding stuff in my hands at the same time. So also another thing I'm printing right now is a TPU rubber ring. And I don't have much experience printing TPU, but we need a 30 millimeter O-ring on the outside of the cylinder where the pellets go. And we don't actually, I guess I've heard you don't need it. Well, this one's stopping too. Okay. Let me tighten this up. Alright. Now, I've made a couple of other ones, and I'll show you guys those ones really quick, too. So, that one, that one, that one. This is my favorite one here, but I need to take parts off of it to do the other one. These all are using a different system. Where did that one go? So, these are using... That one... It does have an insert, but it will probably pull out on its own. It's not super critical on these, but I just wanted to do it the correct way. This one has a guitar screw, or some other screw. Tapping screw. That's a tapping screw. These are guitar pickguard screws. This is another type of guitar screw. I have to sand it. And then a magnet goes in here. And really, this is the correct size. This is not. But I ordered these magnets based on what somebody else said. And so you can get like 200 of these 2x3 millimeter magnets for like $5. And then there's the rest of them there. But the actual real one is that big. So the one on the pellet rifle is that big on the bottom that it snaps onto, so this doesn't make sense. I don't know why somebody came up with this asinine idea to go that small, other than they were just trying to cheap out, or they just using what they had on hand. But there's a lot of bad information about these online. That's the problem. So, I'm waiting for the printer to finish. And I have no idea what in the hell did it do, because that doesn't look like the file that I sliced, but there's an oval TPU O-ring. We're back to the drawing board on that one, but we just need an O-ring and it goes around this. Yeah, because that's totally going to work, right? I thought I was just looking at it funny, but no. I sliced it wrong. in the Tinkercad software, so I got to go back in there and mess with that. Guys, I just printed the TPU rubber ring, hopefully, for the notos. I tell you what, Cura has some of the worst settings I've ever seen for TPU. It had it like at 190 and like 50 on the print bed, so let's see if this fits or not. Okay, so I guess I guessed wrong, so I'm going to have to redo it in Tinkercad. Here we got our O-ring in Tinkercad. I made the radius 14, because the first one I printed came pretty messed up. So we go, well, we could go 15, and then I'll change it, and then I just have to export it. I've seen 30, 31, 27, some other numbers, so that's why I'm fiddling with it. Okay, so it barely fit. I would say probably, I don't know, I'd go a little bigger on the diameter of it. We can't go too far, but anyway, I was thinking maybe, isn't it supposed to, I don't know. I'm trying to think if it's supposed to sit like that. No, you can't go thicker. So, but it was hard to get it on there, so I would say probably flirting with TPU 30 is really, really tough. I'd go like 30.5 maybe. You know, so make your radius 15.25 or something. I may try that later because I'm going to make a few of these. So there you go, guys. That's the progress I got so far. I did the heated insert and I did this. Planning to show you really quick. I put some Crossman pellets in here, and I can't even get them out. So that works great. I mean, I can push them out, but yeah, they're held in there by the TPU O-ring. So pretty neat.